Alright, what is going on, everybody? Wally here with some Zavad 311 M4 weapon review. Now, I know you guys are kind of indifferent about the live commentary, and I understand it completely, but I like to do these live commentaries as sort of a good idea for weapon reviews. And the reason I do it in a live commentary is so that you guys see generic, or just straight up footage, pretty generic, I'd say. You don't see me doing any kind of, I'm not setting it up and making the gun look better than it is. I'm just going to play straight. So the pressure is on for me. Hopefully I can perform. I'm going to be honest with you. This is my second take at it. The first game I was kind of raging, kind of getting upset. I was getting pooped on pretty damn hard by the kids in this lobby. So hopefully I can alleviate that this round by playing a little bit smarter, a little bit less hard, a little bit more smart. That is the goal, at least. We will see. Hopefully I can show you guys some good footage. And now for the M4, at least with the suppressor, this is the generic setup that I enjoy running. And the reason for that is because the suppressor takes you off the minimap. It's one of those things that is just too much fun to get away with. The enemy team doesn't know where you are half the time, and you can kind of just do this. Sneak up behind people, shoot them in their back. They can't do a damn thing about it. And that's the best thing about the suppressor. From what I've noticed is that, well, if you get team shot, there's nothing you can do. But basically, every single gunfight that I get in is did my best right there, but on the spawn right there, not much you can do. Sorry about the I generally, when I'm doing weapon reviews, I kind of tend to focus up pretty hard, especially in the middle of a gunfight like that. But generally on a map like this, I always run a suppressor, and the reason for that is you're going to find yourself fighting over the DB or CD and then BE flags pretty much the whole time. You're not going to be fighting anywhere else if you're playing infantry, and the reason for that is because the map is just the way it's set. It's set pretty much close quarters, and it gives you a pretty good idea that if you run a suppressor, you can get away with a lot. And let me tell you, there's a lot of things that I've done in this game, especially on this map, that has allowed me to do certain things that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise without a suppressor. So I would recommend, if you're going to run the M4, I would recommend this setup. I would recommend a vertical grip, a red dot to any type of your choosing, a laser sight if you feel so inclined, and anything else you might want to put on there. Now this is just my setup, of course. You can put whatever else you want on here. I've noticed that the flash hider doesn't make a difference at all. It doesn't even do anything. And that the best setup I have found has been just this setup right here. Now this kid is going to die with a 94 kill assist, which is fine with me. So I'm going to head back now to B. But basically, like I've been saying, I play this pretty standard setup. Now, the thing about the motion balls and the PokeBalls, and the thing that makes them so cool, is that when you don't know if you're going to win a gunfight, or say you don't know how many enemies are around you, you can just take out the Pokeball and throw it, and you get a good idea of how many enemies are in your area. That's very, very useful, especially for players like me who can't use their eyeballs for shit. So I tend to use the Pokeball a little bit more, and I'm going to trade with the RFB once again. Now, there's nothing you can really do about trades, and I know a lot of people have been getting upset recently about it, myself included. It seems like with the Battlefield patch, they fix one thing, break 9 million other things. And honestly, that's just how Battlefield's been in the past. They always fix things, and then they always seem to break things. There's nothing you can do about it. Best thing to do is just try to adapt, try to continue playing and having a good time. But this isn't about my gripes with the game. This is about the M4, so let me try to get you guys some decent footage. But like I said, this is a very fun setup. I usually always run the same stuff here. I always run the Pokeballs, and the main reason, like I said, is it allows you to spot targets before they can see you. You get the drop on them. This kid, I have a feeling, is going to chase a kill here. Or he's not going to chase the kill. So he's going to sit in the corner and wait for me to push him. I'm going to meet him halfway and get him. So most of the time when you're playing, especially when you're playing the suppressor, remember, if you get that full unlock, you're pretty much invisible. Think of it that way. You're not entirely invisible. Like, you don't disappear completely, but the quick unspot, I think, takes about 2 seconds off your spot timer. So if you are worried about consistently being spotted, and you will consistently be spotted, I would recommend running this. It's just a lot of fun. You get away with a lot of fun stuff. There's not usually like the enemy team doesn't pay attention, but there's a lot of times in this game where you can just kind of run flanks on people and them not know any better about it. I don't know what that was about. That was just poor accuracy on my part, and I apologize for that. But yeah, I would recommend the M4. It's one of those fun guns, especially when you put a suppressor on it. But again, it's not a great gun. It's very inconsistent for me. Sometimes I'll kill kids in 2 bursts. Sometimes it'll take me 1,000,000 bullets. It's really one of those inconsistent guns. If it reminds me of any gun, I would probably say it reminds me of the Asbal from BF3. If anyone remembers the Asbal from BF3, pre-patch, all that nonsense, that gun was like so damn inconsistent. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And not going to chase that tank. He already got away. So I'm just going to back off and continue to get shot in my back by an enemy I can't see. Hopefully I'm on single shot. I'm out of bullets. So that's one problem you got to remember. I'm a big noob. But if you run out of bullets, your best bet is to just run away and serpentine. I'm getting chased right now. Hopefully my teammates can come help me. I sincerely doubt it, though. These guys are just going to chase me and only me, so I have to stand my ground and fight. It's a recon. My pistol is superior, sir. I got a little bit of an advantage here, so I'm going to make the push. And the secondary I'm running is just the M9 with the L76 suppressor. So there's a guy right here. I'm just going to pick him up. Get that free kill. And, you know, there's an ammo guy right there. Let's see if I'm lucky enough to get some ammo from him. I sincerely doubt it. I get a vehicle disable on that tank. Not wise for me to push it, so I'm going to try to run through the trees and get this other one on it, and then peace out. And boom, just like that. So, like I said, the recon class is very versatile, a lot of fun to play. You have to understand that you do run out of ammo very, very quickly, so I would recommend playing smart, playing non-aggressive if you don't have to play aggressive, and always keeping aware of your mini-map. You never know when you're going to go down. But there we go, 16-1, not so bad, not a bad start. The commentary probably not as good as it could be. But like I said, this is one of those guns that you just gotta find a feel for. If you can find a feel for this gun, you will do very well. Now, Zavad's one of those map sets, really interesting. Like I said in the past, it's one of those maps that I always find myself running an M4 suppressor on, and it's just because of the close quarters. Now, the Spec Ops setup for the sniper is fantastic, and this is no Optic Donald setup as much as I want it to be. This is just a standard Spec Ops setup, suppressor on everything, explosives, hit and run tactics, and PokeBalls. I would recommend it if you're looking for something to do. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tidbit from the Wally. I hope you guys want to see more, and if you do, just let me know what you want to see, and I will get to it. That'll do it. Peace.